Hey beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. It's Angelica and I'm back with this quick, natural, everyday makeup. We're gonna get straight into the video with primer. I'm using the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer and I'm just putting this on all the places where I might have large pores or where I may get oily first. And now I'm adding this Maybelline Master Chrome, or is it Strobe Cream, on all the high points of my face, and this is just going to add a nice glow under the foundation. I will be wearing a little bit of foundation, but we will be able to see my freckles through and all that, so this just adds a really nice glow to my face, and it's really affordable. All the products that I'm using will be linked in the description box below, so make sure you check that out. So I blend everything out with my finger just to warm up the product, and then I put on just this random lip balm. Now for foundation, I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me foundation and the L'Oreal Infallible. I'm mixing two different colors to get my correct shade. And I'm putting this all over my face, and then I will blend this out with a brush later. All the brushes will also be linked in the description box below. Most of the ones I'm using are from a set I got on Amazon like a few years ago by Coastal Scents, and they've lasted really well. They've lasted me a long time. I do not know if they're still available, but if they are, they will be linked in the description box below. They are actually really good and affordable if they're still around the same price. Then I take this damp beauty sponge from Equal Tools. It is my favorite beauty sponge, even over the Real Techniques one, and it's damp. I dab it all over my face to get off all the excess product, as well as push the product into my skin wall. And now I'm just concealing with this Makeup Revolution concealer in the color C10. It is my favorite concealer. So I put it under my eyes, on my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, on the sides of my nose where there's a little bit of discoloration, as well as on the sides of my mouth, because I also have a bit of discoloration there. And then to highlight the chin a bit. Then to blend it out, I'm using the same sponge I used to blend out the foundation, and it still has a bit of foundation on, and I like this because it just tones down the concealer a little bit and just makes it blend more evenly. And as you can see, it blends very, very easily, and you can make this full coverage or light coverage. When I want full coverage, I like to let the concealer sit on my face and sort of dry for a little bit, but when I want my freckles to show through and just do a natural look, I blend it right away. Now to contour or just bronze up the face, I'm using this Makeup Revolution foundation in the color F14, and as you can see, I'm just putting it where I would naturally be darker or have a little bit of shadows to add a little bit of definition to the face. And to blend that out, I'm using this Real Techniques contour brush, angled contour brush, to blend everything out. And I really love this brush for this. It works really, really well. So after I finish blending all over the face, I do not add any product to my nose. I just use the leftover to blend down my nose, and I also brush that up into the brows a little bit, just because I actually really like how that looks. Then I blend down my jawline, and then I go around the edges of everywhere where we sort of bronze, just to make everything blend really nice and cohesively. Now to set under my eyes, I'm using this banana powder by Makeup Revolution. It is my favorite powder from the drugstore, or just in general. It's a nice brightening, but not too bright. It doesn't leave a white cast or flashback, so I really like this. And I just dust in the places where I might get oily, so basically my T-zone and on top of my eyes. Because my eyes tend to get a little bit oily, or because I have big eyes, like I can have creases. And now to bronze up the face, I'm using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the color Bronzer. And then I'm setting that over with the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the color Toffee. This is just a face powder, but I use it as a bronzer. And I take this big fluffy brush from Real Techniques into the same Maybelline powder and dust this all over my face to bronze. Then to add a little bit of healthy glow, I take this dark bronze color from the Carli Bybel palette, and it just gives such a beautiful, beautiful glow without making you look shiny unless you put too much. So you need to be careful because it's very pigmented. And as you can see, I put it in all the same places. Now I'm taking the same Maybelline powder and using it as an eyeshadow, as a transition shade. And I start by my nose and I take it all the way out into sort of like an S shape. A face down S shape, and then I also bring it down the bridge of my nose to set my contour. Then I'm taking this Makeup Revolution palette in the color Nude Rose, and I'm just taking that warm brown shade and I'm using that in my crease, the same place where we put the bronzer. And I'm taking this on a smaller brush and also doing it just under my eyes as well. Then I'm taking the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Mascara. I love this mascara, and as you see, I'm focusing it more on the ends because I want like a sort of winged shape to my lashes without actually wearing any liner. And I put this on my bottom lashes as well. Then to highlight, I'm taking those two shades that are heavily used from the Carli Bybel palette. It's more like a champagne gold color and a pure gold or true gold color. I mix those two together and put it on all the high points of my face where we put that cream highlighter earlier. Then I just blend everything in with the same sponge again, just to sort of tone down the highlight but also blend everything in together to look more natural. And then I take this NYX Pearl Shimmer in the color Nude, and I just put this in the inner corners of my eyes and under my brows for a little extra pop. Then I'm using this sleek blush. I can't remember the color, but it would definitely be listed in the description box below. I put it on my nose and on my cheeks, as you can see, and it just gives a beautiful flush, and it has some nice gold flecks in it. Then to set everything, I'm taking this Hyaluronic spray by Makeup Revolution and onto the lips. I'm using this smudge lip pencil. This is one of my favorite pencils. A dupe for this is Most Natural by Milani, so I'll definitely link that in the description box. I think this may only be available in South Africa. Then I go in with this brown liner, which is just any random brown liner honestly, but I will link a suggested one in the box below. And I put this in the same places but not in the center of my lips. Then in the center and mostly like all over my lips, I'm using the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the color London. Then I'm going over my brows with the Maybelline Brow Defining Gel, the one that has little fibers in it. And I just like how this really defines my brows. And to finish the look off, I'm taking this MAC lip gloss over my lips, and it just adds a nice little shine. And that is basically it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you stayed until the end. If you did, please hit that subscribe button and also comment in the section below what you'd like to see next on this video, and I will always love to respond. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.